Good afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great fifth wheel value from Parkway RV Center. Guys, been a while since I've done a fifth wheel, and it's been a hectic day, and this was down here. It just came in. I said, why not? So I went ahead and plugged it into 50 amp power. Everything's on. This is a nice fifth wheel, guys. Probably one of the top 5 nicest fifth wheels I've ever shot a video on. I love the colors inside and out. Very high quality fifth wheel. Today we're going to review a 2018 Forest River Cardinal Luxury. And the Luxury Edition is kind of like the Cedar Creek Champagne, kind of like the Montana Limited. It's Cardinal, but it's their best package. Beautiful multi-stage full body paint. Now guys, this unit has 3 slides, and you're like, that's a lot of money for a 3-slide fifth wheel, but you got to realize, guys, the slides on this thing are pretty much like a super slide. There's no small slide outs on it. So it's equivalent to other ones out there with 4 or maybe even 5 slide outs as far as square footage. Well, 385 square feet to be exact. Total overall length, including the tongue, 39 feet and 6 inches. This unit is weighs 13,600 pounds, has a 2650 pound tongue weight, hitch weight. So it's going to take a healthy truck to tow it. I definitely would recommend a 6-wheel dually for this truck, for this fifth wheel. I know some 3/4 tons technically say they can tow it, but guys, from somebody that towed RVs for many years, you always want more truck than just enough or barely enough. And wow, beautiful fifth wheel inside and out. You can tell this thing hasn't been kept in extreme weather. No delamination, no fading, no chalking. Sorry, there's some guys working behind me with a weed eater. Just ignore that. This has got every option in the book except one thing, and that is a generator. You know, generator, guys, not something many people use in a fifth wheel, even though it is an option. But because most people don't boondock in a fifth wheel, and you can't really ride in them, and you can't ride in them while you're going down the road, so kind of pointless. That's just extra weight, more maintenance for something you don't ever use. The few fifth wheels I get in with a generator that's not a toy hauler might be 10 years old and have 20 hours on the generator. Show you how little they've been used. A little condensation coming off the roof and the ACs. Does have a small hitch on the back, so you can put you a bicycle rack or tow you a little small lightweight trailer if you wanted to, as long as it's legal in the state you're going to drive in to tow triple. And you also have to watch out for the overall length. A lot of states have cutoffs on total length of truck and trailers. And you can see how big that's a bedroom slide, guys. That bedroom slide's probably 12 feet long. This is your main slide right here, and it's probably 16 or 17 feet long. And then the one on the other side across from it, not much shorter. Does have the 6-point level up system. Does have the their hydraulic. It does have the twin 15,000 BTU whisper quiet ACs. Got the LED marker lights on the front that really look great. More ride hitch, so it acts kind of like a shock absorber between your truck and your camper. So like when you run over some railroad tracks, things like that, it's not going to beat you to death in the cab of your truck. Got a big inverter because it's got the 20 cubic foot stainless steel residential refrigerator like most modern fifth wheels have. It's got not 1 but 2 power awnings with LED lights. It's got the more ride, was that the Sure Step or the step above? So it's actually got that extra, you actually got 2 rails to get up in there. That might be handy if you've got somebody that has a hard time climbing steps. 12-gallon DSI gas electric water heater. Look at the beautiful colors on this thing, guys. Frameless windows. I'll try to show you this side the best I can. It's awful tight through here, at least for me. I'm 300 something pounds here. Does have the more ride axles, and I'm not going to get past that. But the back end looks just as good as the rest of it, I promise you guys. Of course, all aluminum frame, R38 insulation, heated basement. This thing is 0 degree tested, and it is extreme 4 seasons use. So if you want something to use it for a live-in, Want to stay up north in the wintertime, down south in the summer, this can do it, guys. It's made for that. Monster tires on this thing too. This is a heavy fifth wheel, guys, and you know, I always say it, especially if you want one to live in, stay away from the lightweight models if you're looking for one to live in. If you're going to use it recreationally a few times a year, it don't matter, but if you're going to live in one, guys, the heavier it is, the better it's built, the better insulated it is. Let's look inside. And these steps fold up out of the way too, so you don't have to worry about dragging anything. And man, what a beautiful fifth wheel, guys. Look at this thing. And I don't know what it is about it that really just stood out to me. It's just the colors. Maybe it's the condition. I mean, that island's 7 foot long. A lot of food. This is pretty much a chef's dream kitchen. 58-inch television with a televator that raises up and down from behind this beautiful fireplace. Beautiful leather furniture, guys. Cushions. Got the Thomas Paine electric theater seating, guys. These things are awesome. This is as comfortable as any easy chair lazy boy you got in your own home. They're power, open and close. They have massage and heat in each chair, plus LED accent lights, plus remote storage in the middle. You can literally, guys, these things fold back so much. You can literally sleep on these, guys. So if you need extra sleeping, it'd be very comfortable sleeping in one of those. But you do have a sleeper sofa in the back, king bed in the front. Table and chairs, books and manuals are in here. You can see the nice light fixtures. Doesn't have the old day-night shades like the older ones had that broke all the time. These are actually, and you can put daytime, nighttime. So you got the daytime, then you got the blackout shades. Corian, or not Corian, but solid surface countertop, same thing. Huge 12 volt, or not 12 volt, but 110 RV refrigerator freezer. It's already getting cold with a built-in ice maker and freezer in the bottom. Told you this thing's loaded, guys. You've got a regular oven, propane oven. You've got the 3 burner stove eyes, again, solid surface countertops, and a Furion microwave convection oven. So you've actually got 2 ovens in here, not just a microwave and a separate oven. You've got an electric oven up top, gas oven on the bottom, and of course that also is a microwave when you want it to be. Look at this, guys. Down here in the island kitchen, look at all this storage. Got the power tower right here with some USBs and plug-ins. Huge sink with solid surface. I mean, this is right here is a residential size sink, guys. This isn't a small camper sink by no means. Monster sink with a sprayer. You know, a lot of residential parts are used in these, and that's one reason why they cost so much and why they're so heavy. But a lot of residential parts, guys, hold up better everyday use, obviously, than RV parts. And look at this, guys. It's got a dishwasher. Like I said, loaded. So, a lot of storage. That's just some stuff the previous owners left. And some paperwork on your, not the soft clothes. That's the only thing weird about it. Maybe they just didn't have it in 18. Look at this pantry. Yeah, I know storage is a big thing, especially if you're going to live in one. Like I said, this is a chef's dream kitchen for an RV. But look at this monster pantry. Honestly, guys, this will probably rivals a lot of people's pantry in their own home. And I know, guys, if you don't cook a lot, this is meaningless to you. But it can also be extra storage, even if you don't cook a lot. Look at that pantry. That thing's monster. There's a lot of storage in this thing, and that's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to storage. It's got thermostat controlled fantastic vent fans for ventilation. If the power's off, they'll run off 12 volt. You want to like suck the hot air out or bring fresh air in, which is really handy where it's at in case you accidentally burn something. 2 Whisper Quiet ACs, and one of them's 15,000 BTU, the main one. The other one's 13.5. We're going to step up toward the front, and carpet looks good, original. We're going to look in the bathroom first on the right. Not a bad sized bathroom. I mean, we're under the 40-foot mark. Big shower, that's the main thing you want to look at. The rest of the shower is more than adequate. I mean, the rest of the bathroom, but the shower, guys, that's where you want your room, especially if you're a big person like me. Adjustable hose, got a skylight, looks great. There's no smoke or pet odors in here, by the way. Another fantastic vent fan. They didn't cheap out anywhere in this coach, guys. Of course, you know, when this thing was brand new back in 18, with the options that are on it, it was definitely a six-figure club member. Barely, but it was definitely over six figures. Well, now, guys, a 2021 Cardinal will actually be 2023 by the time you order one and get it, because they're not in stock anywhere. You're probably looking at 120, 130 grand for what this, for the same coach this thing was in 18. So they're definitely, you know, like I said, MSRP prices have shot up almost 20% in the past year alone. And so when you look at what this thing cost new back in 2018, the cost of a new one in 2021, plus having to wait a year to 2 years to get it because they don't stock them, they have to build them. $59.9 is a very good price. And if you want to look up NADA, guys, be my guest, let me know what it says, because I promise you guys, I am way under what that NADA says I should be selling this thing for. But that's, I don't go by that book, guys. I go by what I have in it, not what the book says it's worth. If I did that, guys, this thing would be another $10,000 to $15,000 like everybody else's online. So not only do I have way under book, but I've got it way under comparable 3850 2018 Cardinal luxuries out there. King size bed, very comfortable bed. Wow, that air feels good up here. Notice a rounded roof too, and it is a TPO roof, so very little maintenance involved there. At the foot of the bed, you've got a 32-inch television, which I guess I should have turned it on, but I didn't. Huge closet in the front, but guess what, guys? It's got the one thing everybody wants in a closet or in a fifth wheel, and that is, and not just a washer and dryer, but a stacked washer and dryer. So right there is about $2,500 if you bought a fifth wheel without that and then wanted to add it to it. I mean, just smart storage, really, guys. Very smart storage. They didn't waste space. Of course, when you spend the kind of money this thing costs new, that's, I guess they can afford to be smart when it comes to conveniences over, and look, cedar lined. Even under here, guys, there's some drawer space in here, shoe rack. Wow. Nice. I'm telling you guys, if you're wanting a rear lounge fifth wheel, this is your price range, you're probably buying a $15,000, maybe even $20,000 fifth wheel than you're paying for. In other words, you're basically getting a $75,000 to $80,000 fifth wheel for under 60. So needless to say, this won't be on the market long. Like I said, it's got everything but the washer and dryer. I mean the generator. I don't know why I keep saying that. Which, again, guys, 99% of you probably won't ever use on the fifth wheel. You got a built-in inverter, so like if you're worried about keeping your fridge cold when you're driving it, well, the 12-volt power supply from the pigtail on your truck will power the inverter so it can run your 110 refrigerator. So you don't have to worry about packing a separate cooler and all that stuff. You know, just always when you stop for fuel or stop for a break, always, you know, just kind of jump in your fifth wheel for a minute, open the fridge door and kind of just check it. Just won't take 2 seconds. And you can do it with the slide outs in. That's why they got the refrigerator right across from the entry door. And that's a 32-inch wide entry door too. It's a little bit wider entry door than a 28 or 30-inch like a lot of them have. So, wow. Guys, this is a very cozy, very comfortable fifth wheel. Ceiling fan, I don't know if I mentioned that. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful, well designed. I've already had it plugged up. The air conditioners are cold, refrigerators are cold. Slide outs work. Guys, this thing's ready to go. Come pay for it, hook it to your truck, take it home with you. It's ready to go. Of course, I'll have it, you know, if you call before you come down, I'll make sure it's plugged up and everything turned on for you so you can do your own inspection. Just call and ask for sales and make an appointment with them, and bring your truck, bring your money, and you got your fifth wheel. No need to wait. If this is something you think you're interested in, guys, give us a call, 706-965-7929. Obviously, on a hot ticket item like this, you always want to call before coming to look to make sure somebody else hasn't called, left a deposit on it, because this is probably what's going to happen. This video will get published tonight. The phones will probably ringing in the morning, people wanting to buy it. Because when you can buy something this nice for that far under NADA and that far under what other 2018 Cardinal Luxury 3850s are bringing online, plus not have to worry about paying extra fees and upsells and all that crap, guys, it's a win for everybody. I mean, you're buying a fifth wheel for way under what it's worth. It's nice. It doesn't look like it's been a live-in unit. That's clean. I'm not going to say it's perfect. I'm sure if you looked long and hard enough, you might find a scratch here, a ding or dent there. But that's just part of buying a 4-year-old used fifth wheel. But hey, guys, it's half price of what a brand new 2022 or 23, depends on when they can build it for you, what it will be by the time they build it. Plus, they're going to charge you fees and upsell you all these services that we don't, guys, that add thousands and thousands of dollars to the advertised price. This unit's $59.9, haggle-free firm, includes, I mean, everything we guarantee is working. It's ready to go. Now, you can come look at it yourself, spend some time in it, get to know it a little bit before deciding to buy it or not, but just let us know so we can run power to it, so you can see what works on it. But as far as the major stuff, I've already checked it, guys. It's good to go. And if this is something you think you're interested in, again, pick up the phone, call us, 706-965-7929. And wow, I love those whisper quiet airs. They're so quiet in these things compared to traditional AC units. They move some air too. I like that. You always tell whisper quiet because they'll have multiple air returns. Instead of the great big one in the middle of the coach, they'll have multiple ones throughout the RV. And that was actually kind of a copy of a Newmar design. You know, just enough to be different, I guess, to keep them out of trouble, legal trouble. But it kind of eliminates hot and cold spots, because you know how traditional RV airs, for those of you who've been around them, some areas of the RV cool off quicker than the others. This eliminates that. Everything's even cooling, and they're quieter too. You don't have that noise as bad. I mean, honestly, guys, the ambient noise level in here is less than a vent fan or a fan in your bedroom. So very, very quiet. Man, nice TV, comfortable. Looks like it's got some kind of Blu-ray or DVD player. This is something you think you're interested in, guys. Don't delay. You know, fifth wheels have been scarce lately. They've been getting hard to get. I got a few, but you know, I've been able to buy motorhomes lately a lot better than I can fifth wheels. Plus, you know, fall time's just around the corner. That's always traditional fifth wheel season. You know, that's when we sell a bunch of these things. I'll be almost out probably here in the next month or two. So anyway, if this is something you think you're interested in, give us a call. If you want to see our other fifth wheels we have for sale, go to our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. Link in the video description below. If you want to know what your truck can tow, so you can find out if you can safely tow this fifth wheel or not, keeping in mind, guys, the 13,500-600 pound dry weight is with that before you add anything to it. Obviously, if you add 1,000 pounds worth of stuff, you're going to be 1,000 pounds heavier. So keep that in mind. You can look your truck's tow capacity up on our website, parkwayrvcenter.com, or I'll put a link below to our free interactive tow guide. Not only will it tell you how many pounds your truck can tow, but you can push a button. It shows me RVs I can tow. It shows you everything on our website that I have in stock that you can safely tow with your vehicle. And it uses a formula. It just doesn't go by the dry weight. It'll add so many pounds for food, water, luggage, personal items, things like that. So it's a lot more accurate representation of saying, hey, my truck's rated for 14,000 pounds and this thing's 13.6, I'm good to go. No, you're not. By the time you load it, you're going to be overloaded. And if you need assistance with picking out the right fifth wheel hitch, getting it installed, give us a call, let us know. We'll help you out with that as well. Or if you just got questions about fifth wheels in particular. You know what, guys, and I do recommend a 6-wheel dually diesel pickup for this kind of weight. I mean, yeah, a 4-wheel truck can probably move it, tow it short range, but if you're going to take this thing out on the road, you definitely want the 6 wheels for stability, especially, guys, if you're going to be towing or live in the Midwest and the plains and all that stuff. So where the high winds and all that can make a semi-wreck. So imagine what it'll do with a pickup truck, well, with a 4-wheel pickup truck towing a 40-foot fifth wheel. So you know, always buy more truck than you need, and that's really good advice too, because you know, you can buy this fifth wheel, but in 2 or 3, 4 years, 5 years, you're going to want to upgrade to a different fifth wheel. And if you buy a big truck to begin with, you don't have to upgrade your truck either, so it saves you some money. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. And keep in mind, guys, that $59.9 price is haggle-free firm, but we're also very fair. We charge no extra fees. We charge no dock fees, no prep fees. We charge no processing fees, get-ready fees, franchise fees, happy camper fees, freight fees. None of that nonsense, guys. Other dealers will advertise a certain price, but rest assured your out-the-door price is thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars higher. So our price, $59.9 plus applicable sales tax. That's it. Easy, simple, done. Plug it into power, you can see what works, what doesn't. Right now, I can't find a single thing that doesn't work, so I don't think you will either. You know, that's something that can be said. Here's the thing, guys. You know, I've been talking to my reps, and I'm not knocking new RV sales, because I know they're hurting because they can't get inventory. But guys, right now factories are having a labor shortage just like we are and like everybody else is in business right now. So the few 2021s, 22s, and 2023s, which is probably what most of you are going to have to buy if you want to buy new because they don't have them in stock anywhere, are being built mostly by temp and new help. So there's been a very big quality issue in new RVs. The few that I've been getting in, like the Work and Plays and the Nobos, I've had to fix a lot more than I should for a new RV. And the reason why, guys, RV industry is in chaos, as so many of you know. A lot of times RV manufacturers are having to adapt their construction method because they can only get so many of this part, then they find this substitute for that part. So to make that substitute work, they have to change their manufacturing process for that until they run out of those substitute parts, and then they get a different part in, they do the same thing over again. So you know, I do advise caution. If you buy a new RV, make sure that dealer does a PDI, pre-delivery inspection form, which all dealers get paid by the manufacturers to do, but make sure that particular dealer does one that's above and beyond the checklist that the factory sends to the dealer to perform. And all dealers have to do it because then the factory warranty doesn't go into effect until that form's turned in. But make sure that dealer goes above and beyond the factory PDI, because that's the only way they're going to check and catch all the new defects. New doesn't mean perfect, especially right now. So keep that in mind for those of you who say, well, I'm going to buy a new RV because I don't want to deal with repairing anything. Guess what, guys? You still have to. Problem is, if you don't catch it before you take the new RV, you have to turn it in on a warranty. Well, guys, right now service departments are 2 to 3 months backup, so you wait months for a repair that you could have got fixed a lot quicker before you bought the RV when you bought the new one. Because the dealer, a lot of dealers, I'm not saying all dealers are doing this, but a lot of dealers are sending new RVs out with known factory defects because they want their money. They know that if they wait a week or two to get this or that, that's going to delay you paying for the coach. That's going to delay them getting their money. But they realize, all right, go ahead and take the RV with the known defect. When you do discover it, just do a warranty claim, and then we've already got our money for the unit. Then we can set in our service yard for 2 or 3 months, and then we'll get paid for that warranty claim too whenever we finally get to it. Of course, that's 2 or 3 months you're paying on an RV that you can't use. That's a lot of the new dealer thinking right now when it comes to new RVs, because there's so many defects. They just don't have the manpower to catch them all. You know, guys, we go through a thorough inspection on brand new ones. So if you do wind up buying a new one from us, guys, keep that in mind. We go above and beyond the factory checkout. Anyway, guys, just want to point that in. That's just a little, you know, for those who want to buy brand new, please keep that in mind. And there are a lot of dealers that do above and beyond what the checkout process is. You just have to find them. That's why that's just a question you want to ask your salesperson. If you buy a brand new one from an RV dealer, not to mention you're going to pay out the you-know-what, like this thing here, new, $127,000 and a year or longer to get it. Or you can buy this one and start using it tomorrow, $59,900. So, you know, you tell me which one works better for you. But anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. I really appreciate it. My subscribers, I'm getting closer and closer to 30,000. If you're not hadn't already hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do that. Smash me a thumbs up if you like this video. Feel free to comment, share on social media. The more interaction you give my channel, the more YouTube shares it, and the more it helps support it, because the more people see it. I tell it to you like it is, guys. I mean, I've been in this industry my whole adult life, and I've been born and raised in I mean, I've pretty much been around campers since I was a little kid. You know, I can work on them. I've transported them. I can sell them. I can buy them. I can do anything and everything you can think of when it comes to the RV industry. And I pass that information. I've been an RV owner myself since I was a teenager. I mean, I literally just dropped my own personal motorhome off, and I'm probably about to spend $2,500 on suspension upgrades for it. So, you know, that's just part of owning one. You know, that's what makes me different from so many other reviewers out there. You see all these guys, and they do a good job. You know, I see them, but you can tell most of these people reviewing these RVs have never owned one. Many of them have probably never spent the night in one, and they're sitting there telling people all this stuff and basically memorizing a brochure and a sales pitch. But, you know, I tell you from my practical experience, and I am factory trained on several brands, but this isn't one of them, so I'm just telling you everything that I'm telling from my experience, and wow, is all I can say. I'm very impressed with this RV. I think you will be too when you see whoever buys this thing. The first person that looks at it that can buy it will literally spend 60 seconds once they walk inside here, especially if everything's turned on for them beforehand, if they let us know they're coming. It'll take them 60 seconds to say, hey, I want this. That's literally how long it takes. They just don't come in this nice every single day. Oh, I love these chairs, guys. Look at this. Power footrest. And the back leans back. Literally, guys. Oh, massaging. Guys, literally. I can literally sleep right here. I mean, it's very comfortable. Anyway, guys, thank y'all again for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you need delivery service, we have delivery service. Contact us for a quote. Basically, all we do is just charge you our cost for delivery. So if it costs us $557 to take this thing 312 miles, we charge you $557. You know what it costs for fuel and paying my driver. So if you need delivery, let us know. We'll give you a quote on that. If you need financing, let us know, guys. We'll help you out with that. Financing with approved credit, down payment only, of course, for qualified buyers. So if you got questions about that, I always tell people too, go ahead and check your bank and credit union, see what they can do, so you've got a basic comparison. That's something no other dealer will tell you, because Because other dealers really stick it to you when it comes to financing, guys. They're dealing directly with the bank, not you. You have no idea what the dealer and the bank's talking about. You have no idea what the actual true interest rate is, because the bank lets the dealer mark the interest rate up and overcharge you by thousands and thousands of dollars over the life of an RV loan. I mean, just think about it, guys. Just say you get approved at 6% and they charge you 8%. You got no idea they done that. All you know is that the interest rate's 8% or 7.5% or whatever else they tell you, guys. They usually throw weird numbers at you to throw you off. And I gotta get out of this chair before I fall asleep. But that's the thing, guys. Be on your toes. Not only that, guys, but they're going to give you upsells like warranties, extended warranties. They're going to imply that you have to buy this, this, and this. All that stuff's marked up 3 or 4 times the dealer cost, and then added to the loan with a marked up interest rate. The dealer gets to keep about 80% of that profit on the marked up rate. Nothing a dealer does is for cost or out of the goodness of their heart. Everything, and especially the corporate dealers, everything involves profit. Not only will they get you on price by adding the fees to the advertised price they don't tell you about till you get ready to sign, then they get you on the financing. That's how so many people go into a corporate RV dealership like Rip-Off World. They'll see something advertised on the internet. Use this one for example, $59,900. They do everything they're supposed to do. They call the bank the next day, they owe $82,000, $83,000 on it, on something that was priced $59,900. Happens to people every day. Salesperson, finance manager, and sales manager is all grinning. And of course, the infamous CEO is also grinning too. And it happens to multiple people every single day, all across the country. These guys are good. Be on your toes. Read everything before signing. Don't let them rush you, because when they rush you, that's when you sign stuff without reading, and then when it's signed, you're done. I just hope you enjoy it, because you'll have to own it for 10 or 12 years before you can get it paid down enough to sell it or trade it. So if it's something you think you're going to trade or upgrade in a couple of years, and you buy from Rip-Off World and these other corporate dealers, you're not going to be able to without paying a lot of money out of pocket to get your payoff down to what it's actually worth. Thank you again for watching, guys. And I say that because I want you to come back. You know, when I say, if I sell you an RV today, or one of my salespeople do, I want you to say, hey, in 3 years, hey, Big Bo, I want to trade this back in. Okay, no problem. What's your payoff? And if it was like Rip-Off World, be like, oh, I owe $85,000. Well, guess what? It's worth $40,000. Can't help you. Bye. You know, a little trick I like to use, especially when I'm going to a new dealer that really comes in handy, is ask your salesperson, show me your trade-ins. If they say, we only got 2 or 3 trade-ins, I would probably consider going somewhere else, because that means they stuck it to the customer so bad the first time, or that customer had such a bad buying experience first time, that when they did upgrade, they didn't go back to that dealer, they went to somebody else. So if they don't have many trade-ins, that means they're probably not a good place to buy one from. You know, here, guys, you probably look out here, I've probably got, I'd say close to 20% of my inventory is trade-ins, repeat customers. And guys, I want you to be able to come back here and not be buried in your trade-in. You know, you're never going to sell somebody something when you buried them in it the first time. And that's a big problem with salespeople working at these big corporate dealers. You know, they hate when a customer comes back after they bought one, because they know they stuck it to them. They know they're not going to be able to trade, and they're going to get called out on it, because a lot of times customers don't realize how bad they're screwed until they actually hear the real numbers. And you know, guys, you know, we've been doing this 53 years. We're family owned and operated since 1968. Now, I know it's a long video, but I just wanted to say this. I want your repeat business. I want your referrals. I want you to send your friends and family to us to buy their RVs. That's how a successful family-owned business exists for 53 years, especially in this crazy world we live in now. Keeping your prices fair, selling nice RVs, stuff that we would sell to our own family members, we sell here. Stuff that we would use ourselves and take our families out, we sell here. And we sell it at a price that, you know, something you can keep for a few years and upgrade it and not lose and not be worth twice, or not owe twice what it's worth. And So that's why you always ask to see how many actual trade-ins they have on the lot, because if they don't have any, I wouldn't buy there. If they try to charge you fees, I wouldn't buy there. If they won't let you go to your own bank or credit union for financing, or if they want to charge you more for cash over finance, that's something a lot of dealers are doing now. Especially with inventory so hard to get, they're actually charging you more to bring your own money than go through their finance department, because they missed out. Because they know when you provide your own money or go to your own bank, they're missing out on possibly tens of thousands of dollars in additional profit by going to their finance department with the upsells and the marked up rate. So when you go into a dealer and say you're paying cash, it actually has the opposite effect. That makes the price go up instead of down. And that's why you never even bring that up until you've actually got a price on the RV you're wanting to look at. Because when you tell them you got cash and they haven't already given you a price, that price is going to shoot up 5 grand or 10 grand or more. Because they know that they're going to miss out on profit, on back end profit. So they. Sorry about that, guys. That's my camera beeping at me, telling me I need to finish this video because it's getting hot. But thank y'all again for watching. Y'all get my point, though. And thank you again for watching, subscribing, commenting, sharing on social media. Come out and visit with us, guys. You'll be happy you did. We'll save you some money and give you a lot more pleasant experience. Thank you again for watching. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.